What this
HR
does
data
is like it is
catalog.
going to,
Okay. Okay.
yeah. So this is going to scan your Workday, your Informatica IICS, your HRDS, and then it's going to store all the metadata over here. So, if I see for Workday, so this is, one of the resources. Of course, we have IICS, like I mentioned, and then HRDS.
Yeah.
But when we look at Workday, this is, this is the catalog that we are generating.
Okay.
Let's just give it a moment here, and you should be able to view, quite a lot of things. So forget about entities. This is around these many reports are there, 6,460 plus. These are the business objects, and these are the data sources
Okay.
that we have. So, you could go down into the reports. I believe this is what you would be looking for, right?
Yes. But do I have access to Informatica?
Not yet.
Okay.
I mean, this is not open to everyone right now. We are still
Okay.
trying to get the SSO done and everything. I'll walk you through into, you have access to Workday also, right?
I do. I have full access
Okay,
to it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll mention how we build that too. So these are all the reports that you have. You can so you'll get all the different kind of reports. So if you want to go into a specific report, of course, we still are trying to figure out who are the data owners or data stewards. Right. And stuff like that. Then you have system attributes. So it will give you when it was created, last modified, last run by,
Yeah.
and number of times executed.
Okay.
Whom it is shared with, any specific users. This is a custom report and advanced kind of a report. The big downside of this metadata that is being captured by Informatica data catalog is you won't get that business object and the column name. So you won't have the proper report definition as such. So
I see.
This is what, so these are the columns that are, once you run the report, these are the columns that are displayed.
Okay.
So you won't have any, details as how the report was built or what was the calculation for these. You won't get that.
Do you have a description of what each column represents?
No.
No.
Because even if I drill down onto this column, there's no description that comes up.
Okay.
Okay. So this is the type of metadata that we have, and relationship and lineage and impact. Probably you would be able to see that. So it will tell you what is the data source and what is the primary business object. This is the best, that this tool does.
Okay.
So, just to identify if you have a similar kind of sounding report, you could use Informatica EDC to get that. But it will tell you, okay, this is the business object, this is the data source, and based out of this data source, this report has been built.
Got it. Okay. That is.
So this is the kind.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So this is the kind of your metadata that is available within Enterprise Data Catalog.
Okay, got it.
But, say for example, now this is Workday. So how Enterprise Data Catalog captures is there are 3 different reports, system reports that are executed. So typically you would want to see all custom reports. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you type in
Yeah, this one, yeah, I did do that. It's an excellent report. Yeah, it also shows how many times it's been scheduled in the past 6 months.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is the report from which this metadata is captured for your individual reports. So if you, yep. So this is how it is, number of times executed in the last 6 months and so on.
Yeah, okay. Is there any place where I can get some more clarity on what each field stands for in the reports?
Okay, so let me go down into details. Say for example,
Worker
forgetting,
roster.
just give me a moment. Not worker roster. There was a specific report that I can help you out with. Yeah, executive terminations roster.
Okay.
So I do have direct access to that report, but you could, run view custom report.
Okay.
Okay, let's do that itself so that you are familiar with it. So what was it? Executive terminations roster. Yeah, so you would get somewhere over here. So this is how the report. I believe you are familiar with creating reports, or
not really, not very.
okay. So this is called as a report writer, where you can select a specific data source.
Okay.
You would have to select a filter, and then you can add your columns over here.
Okay.
So this is how the reports are built. So it can be an advanced report, it can be a matrix, or a simple report, or a trending report. So there are different types of reports that can be built over.
Okay.
So typically, most of the reports that the domain reporting team builds, they are advanced reports.
Okay.
Until and unless there is a specific requirement that we need a kind of a trending report with charts or something, then that's a different we have to look at the use case and then pick up the right type of report.
Okay.
But mainly it is like a flat report wherein they want all the columns. So you would have to select something as a business object. This one contains all the fields, and then you can select a field from here. So it's like a Java class, and then all the attributes that are there. So these are the attributes of this object. So worker, of course, these are calculated fields, but at certain point you can have company or cost center or supervisory organization within this object. So these are called as business objects.
Okay.
And within this business object, if you want to see, you can, click on related actions button.
Okay.
Or you can just, right click on it and say, see in a new tab. So what this is doing is like it is opening up that business object.
Okay.
And you can, actually take a look at all the fields that are there. So any fields that can be used for reporting, they are listed down over here. So let's just give it a moment before, it just pops up. Yeah. So this is all the list of fields and the descriptions.
I see.
And field source, if it says workday delivered, then it is like, it's kind of inbuilt. Or if it is calculated like this one, this means it's a custom calculation that's being done.
Oh, so every field, so whatever reports I go into, it will have this kind of page, right?
Yeah, you will have this kind of a page. And
Yes.
then you can click on related actions of this field. And then you can, ideally it should give you the description over here itself. So you don't need to go into this business object and then search for this field. From here itself, you can take a look at the description.
Okay. And it will be the same for custom reports also. I mean, standard reports also.
Now the challenge with standard reports is you cannot view the definition of those reports. Okay.
View the definition of the fields in the reports either?
Right. You won't be able to do it.
Okay.
So the only possible option is that you create a copy of the standard report. Okay.
As a custom report.
Yeah, as a custom report, there is a task called copy standard report, I think. Yeah, there's this one, copy standard report to custom report. So when you
Okay.
run this task, it's going to ask you the standard report name,
Okay.
and then it will create a copy for you. It will copy it as a custom report.
Okay. And then I can go in and
Exactly. And then you can go in and then you can view all these, fields that are there, or, any filters, prompts. You should be able to view that.
I see. Okay. Okay.
But there is, one challenge over here.
Okay.
So what happens is, let me go back to this one. What happens is, there are a lot of reports within Workday that are, let's take a look at, hopefully this is the one or something. No, not this one. Yeah. So you see over here, there is this Workday report, and you cannot see the columns over here, right?
Yeah.
So the reason that you cannot see the columns over here is because it is an Espresso report.
Okay.
So this is kind of an inbuilt Workday tool. Workday, they don't share this tool with their customers. So this is like an inbuilt tool that is used to create this report. So there is really no way that you can identify the columns that are there in this report.
Okay. So some of them are like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some of them are like this. And I'm forgetting. If you look at all custom reports, I believe you should be able to, get that.
Oh, whether it is Espresso or not?
Yeah.
I see.
Okay. Custom reports, I think you would be able to view it.
Standard.
Standard reports.
Okay. Yeah, this is something that's not showing up in my Workday, so I need some access for it, I think. Workday standard reports.
Yeah. So you can just run this Workday standard reports. So anything that is built using Report Writer. So you see the type over here, Report Writer.
Yeah.
You should be able to copy these. I mean, you can copy the standard report as a custom report.
I see. Okay.
And
okay.
Then you can do whatever you want. But reports like these, Espresso ones, you will not be able to, create a copy.
I see. Okay.
So there is, even if somebody says you have to figure it out, there is no way that, anyone can figure out how this report is built, or what is the back-end calculations of how they are arriving at certain numbers.
Okay.
You cannot do that.
Okay.
In these type of
maybe at some point in the future, but not right now.
Right.
Okay.
But, we haven't seen Workday share this one with any of their customers.
I see. So Workday doesn't share it at all. It's not the Workday team. It's Workday
Right.
that. Okay. I see.
So Workday itself, because this is an internal tool for them.
Oh, they are
and
generating.
It allows.
Okay.
Yeah. So it allows them to generate reports plus interactions at the same time.
I see.
So
okay.
It's way too advanced for even end, customers like Wells Fargo to use that. So, that's the reason why they don't want to share that with
I see.
Individual users.
Okay, but Report Writer is something that they give to the client to use. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So you can use the Report Writer. You can, copy the standard report and go into, and then take a look at how the report has been built.
Built. Okay. Okay. So the
So
espresso
that's
reports are the ones that Workday is building, and report
right.
writers are the ones that the Workday team is building.
Uh, Espresso is like an internal reporting tool of Workday.
Yeah.
That's how I would put that.
Internal reporting tool. Okay. But
Right.
but for the layman, it is something that Workday is building, and we don't know, right? So
Right.
okay.
They're using some kind of a tool to build it, and we have no idea how that's been.
Okay. I see. I just wonder why we nobody's telling us in the analytics team all this stuff. I've learned more in 15 minutes than I learned in so many meetings.
And when you come down to report writer, or when you're trying to build a report, so typically you would start off with a data source. So if you want to view data sources, there's another standard report that says data sources. So you can query for that too. Yeah. So these are all the data sources that are there, and the security groups that are tagged to each of these data sources.
Okay.
And then, of course, you would have a kind of a primary business object. That means this is the business object from which you can relate all the other areas of the application. So you have worker, or payroll results, payroll result lines. So a ton of things, and these are your Prism related data sets that come up as your data source within your report writer.
Okay.
So Prism is another tool that will that helps your reporting team to build snapshots or correlate data, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
More
Yeah.
heavy duty data processing that you want.
Okay.
They use this tool, but then again, there are limitations to how many people can have access to build this, and there are space limitations, and tons of things that the other team handles.
Yeah. I remember talking to these guys, and they said they don't even have people who understand Prism too well, so they are looking at hiring some guys for.
Right.
Yeah.
And even the ones they got for Prism, they weren't up to the mark. So it's still a challenge for the team to get the right people for Prism.
Okay.
And this is the data sources, and I think business objects is the last report. Business objects by category. So this one will give you the list of all business objects. So how we looked at PeopleSoft, and we had tables and columns, and basically a relational database as its backend, right? But with Workday, what is happening is you don't have tables, you don't have columns. So all you have is like data sources, business objects, and the fields that are there in the business object.
Okay.
So it's a totally different concept from what your traditional reporting was, or how we do it over here. So but the problem comes is when within report writer there are certain users who say that hey, we want to view one data set and then combine it with another data set. So those kind of things, it's not a traditional reporting tool.
Yes.
So it has its limitations.
I see. Yeah, and I see such requests being pushed back by the Workday team. Okay.
Right. So that's where, hopefully you will understand that, it's not like a SQL that we can write and, correlate different data sets, or, you do some kind of windowing aggregations. So
Okay.
all that is not possible within Workday.
Oh,
Ideally, I would have had said that this is not a reporting tool, but this is like a temporary one that, people are trying to use.
I see. So it is that is why it is so difficult to aggregate reports. Like joining reports is not that easy.
Right.
Okay, okay.
And then even, arriving at metrics or calculations, that's one of the most challenging things. And the problem is like we cannot create, aggregate tables as such. So what happens is Workday is going to process all your data, and that's where all your performance issues start coming up, and then you would have to, schedule it for your end users, and that's how things are working right now.
I see. I see. Okay, okay. Okay, wonderful. Wow, I
So
learned so many things today. Thank you so
sure.
much.
So anytime you have challenges or questions, just feel free to drop me an email, and I'll be
Definitely.
happy to help you out.
Definitely. I'm so glad I got
And
through to you.
sure. And I believe your team is over here in Hyderabad and Bangalore too. So at times I do interact with them, but not in depth with your Workday side.
Okay. Uh, do you have, I don't know if we have people analytics team in Hyderabad. I'm trying to.
Yeah, you do. I'm forgetting these guys' name. There are a lot of people. I'm sorry, I just added
Oh,
everyone over there.
okay, okay.
This Avinash.
Avinash Pani. Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Avinash is there. Yeah, that's true.
yeah, Avinash is there, and a couple of other guys. I met them
Okay, okay.
in Hyderabad itself.
Okay, okay. Yeah, that is awesome. That is great. It was wonderful
Sure.
talking to you. Thank you so much for your time, Prabir.
Yeah, I hope I gave you enough
Oh,
information
you
right
gave
now. At
me
least you
more
can
than
start.
enough. I'm going to sit down and
Okay,
soak it up now.
sure. Just feel free to reach out.
Yes, yes, I will. I will. I will
Sure,
reach out whenever I need something. So,
definitely.
okay.
Yeah,
Thank you so much, and apologies.
yeah.
I thought because I saw you green, I thought you were working out of the US. So got you a
No,
little
I
late
mean
today.
that's what that's what everyone thinks, that whenever we want Prabir, he's always